What is up, guys? Nick here from Creative Image, and today we're going to do something a little different. I really didn't feel like doing a tutorial today. I do plenty of editing, and I just felt like doing something completely different for you guys today. So I'm going to show you guys what's in my camera bag. So to start off, what the camera bag is, I actually just got this bag, and I'm madly in love with it. It's the Low Pro Roller X100. There's multiple steps to it. I didn't want the bigger one just because this holds like I think 8 lenses, 2 cameras, and a bunch of accessories. So I thought this one was perfect. This runs at about $275 from B&H. I'm gonna have all the links in the info box below if you guys want to check these things out, something that you like. On the side here, it has little straps if you're gonna be using your tripod. Right here on the side, I have a quick Manfrotto tripod. I don't have anything crazy just because I need something sturdy enough to take long exposures and quick family portraits, stuff like that. So this does extend all the way out to 8 feet, which I really like. I paid about $75 for this Manfrotto tripod. No crazy fluid head, just a quick stop. You see a lot of YouTubers have this, but I don't really use it to film my videos. So firstly, we're gonna start off with the camera that I shoot these vlogs with. It is a Canon 70D. I've had this camera for about a year now, and I love it because I can film all my videos, and it's a really good intermediate camera to use to shoot for stills and video. That's what it's primarily used for. You see a lot of people like Casey Neistat using it, Christian Guzman, all those people use these cameras. What I like about this is it has the flip out display, so you could tilt it multiple ways. You could see yourself filming. Then on this camera, I'm using right now a 10-18 just because I want an extra wide for you guys to see. And it's a f4.5 to 5.6, and it's image stabilized. So moving on, let's show you guys my backup camera, which I had from when I started shooting. Actually, it's a lie. I started shooting on a point and shoot. But what we have here is a Canon Rebel T3i. I learned a lot from this camera, as ghetto and cheap, whatever. It's still a camera. And I learned a lot on it. I shot in school when I was in college. I shot with this camera, and I used the kit lens, which I think I still have here. I do have. It's the kit lens is 18 to 55, right here. It's broken. It only shoots a manual, which I don't mind from time to time. But if I ever need this lens, which I really don't ever use it, so that's what I keep in my bag for the Canon T3i, is that 18 to 55. It's just too high of an aperture, so I don't really like shooting at 5.6 when I'm maxed out at like 55 millimeters. You know, it's tough and it's not as clear, so I'm not really crazy about it. We're gonna move on to some lenses. So my all-time favorite portrait lens, or when I'm working with kids, or if I'm trying to take like macro photography or anything really close that I want to blow the background out, I have a prime 50 millimeter. At 1.8, it's this Canon one right here. There's 2 different models. There's one with an image stabilizer and there's one without. I have one without. It's really cheap. I believe I paid like $175 for this lens. B&H has it on sale. Burger Brothers, Camera to Camera, all these companies have this lens stupid cheap. So I advise you guys to check that out. As well as keeping with the prime lens, we're gonna move to my next prime lens, which I really love. It's the 24mm Pancake Lens. Made by Canon. Once again, this one is 2.8. The glass is amazing on it. Image stabilizer. It's really wide. I used to shoot my vlogs with this before I got any of my wide-angle lenses like I'm shooting right now, and I absolutely love this lens. It's amazing. Let's move on to some zoom lenses. This is the first zoom lens I've ever gotten. It's huge. It's a 75 to 300 Canon. The only bad thing about this is there's no image stabilizer in it because it's not the L lens. I know there's a what is it, 75 to 300. It's the gray Canon L lens, which I'm going to be getting next. That's the next lens I'm purchasing. I don't really use zoom lenses that much. I really like wide angles, and if I'm not shooting wide, I use my prime lenses. So this is alright. It goes from f4 to 5.6. If I'm shooting like a standing still model, I'll use it on a tripod. I won't handhold this because it's just not steady. This is the newest baby that I got, and I'm absolutely in love with this. I read a lot of reviews on this lens. It's the Tamron 17 to 50 millimeter at 2.8 straight through. So I originally wanted a 24 to 70 by Canon, And I read a lot of reviews on the Tamron, and everyone is saying that this is equal, if not better, to the Canon 24-70. I shot with it the other day, and I fell in love. I'll show you a picture I took of my puppy right here. And it's just so crisp. The background is blown out. It's insane. It's just very clear. The autofocus is really quick. The only con I have to this glass is it's a little noisy when autofocusing. I take really good care of my glass. Moving on to the next item, I always keep rocket puff, whatever the hell you want to call this, to blow off the lenses, both sides. The glass side I like to use, and then as well as the other side, just to keep it clean. And then I do inside the camera and inside the lens that the camera is using. So I keep this on in there. Moving on to accessories, I always keep these in my bag. Always. Sometimes they're annoying because sometimes you see them in your frame. These are lens hoods. That's so weird to say. Plural. They're lens hoods, and use them to block sun flare. It removes light glare coming to your camera when you're shooting, even if you don't think there is extra light filling your camera glass. I always keep a charger in my bag. I never know when I'm traveling somewhere that I do need to keep my batteries charged. I have probably 10 to 15 batteries for the Canon, just because I really do hate charging batteries. I mean, no one loves batteries because they're a pain. But I have two chargers in here. I have the old school charger that you get when you buy the camera, and I have another one, just to be safe. I'm always on the road, whatnot. So moving on, flashes. I have 3 Yongnuo flashes in my camera bag. The only reason I have 3 in my bag right now is because I just did a job. This is the Yongnuo YN685c. Shoots full manual, shoots ETTL. Absolutely love this strobe. Everyone's comparing it to the Canon, I forget what the model is. It's like the Canon basic model. Then I have, these two are the same. They're Yongnuo 563 speed lights. The only bad side about this is they don't shoot in ETTL, which doesn't really matter because I learned the whole basis on flashes on these base model Yongnuos. They're crazy cheap. I paid like $70 for this, and the other one I paid about $120 on for it. So these are really awesome. I keep in my bag when I'm doing like really in-depth model shoots, or I'm doing weddings, bar mitzvahs, or any party like that. So to trigger those, I have a manual flash controller. This is also by Yongnuo. It's so I can put this on top of my camera and manually adjust the different powers of each flash. It's really cool, so I don't need an assistant when I'm doing model shoots. I just put the stands up and I can adjust each different flash power from the top of my camera. So it's really awesome. I really recommend this. I have, now that I've been doing long exposure photography, I have a neutral density filter right here. It's 10 stops. It's non-adjustable just because I feel like they're really annoying, the adjustable ones. I have one in my bag, but when you push your neutral density filter, the ones that you can adjust, you see like a little X or a little Y in it. That's this right here. I actually have three different filters. I have an ND, I have a CPL, and I have one more. Neutral density 8, which is, I didn't even know I had that. And then I have a UV. These I got really cheap. They're Vivitar online. Like I said, I'll have the prices and the info down below, and I'll have something pop up on the screen for you guys. Now, my all-time favorite purchase for a flash photographer. It says Honeycomb Grow right here. This one's by Optica, whatever the hell it is. What you do is, it comes with this Velcro. This wraps around the strobe, and then this hooks up to it like this. So the flash is behind it. Oh, that's wrong. It's gonna hook up like this. And what it does is it eliminates like flash spill. So if you're aiming at a model, it'll only hit the model and you won't see any of the flash on the background or whatever she's standing on. It's a really direct way to throw your flash in the direction that you want it to be. So anyway, moving on. I'm gonna show you guys the other compartment, but first we gotta fill this. Bam! All done. So moving on, inside these side pockets, I'm not really going to go in depth. The bottom one, I have all my batteries, whether it's AA, AAA, for different, my flash, my transmitter, stuff like that. And then inside this pocket here, I have all my batteries. Keep them all charged. The dead ones go in the outside pocket, so I know to keep it a little organized. And then, yeah, like I said, more batteries. And then I have my Manfrotto quick release plates inside that one. Moving up, I have there's 2 pockets up top, which is really cool. And up top, I have one is my all SD cards for the cameras, and then up here is my quick release for the Manfrotto tripod, because it's just easy, and who the hell wants to sit there screwing on stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's something a little different. I know you guys are used to seeing tutorial videos from me, but I wasn't really feeling like editing anything crazy today. So back to the tutorials in the next video. I wanted to do a little talking and not doing a screen recording, because I get sick of that. So this was different, and I enjoy talking to you guys. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!